We want to hear your questions, so make sure you hit us up on Twitter. Also, our first question, using that social media hashtag, our first question is Kenny Smith, not the former NBA player in Carolina Tar Heel. Of the other two in the Big Three, which concerns you more as a competitor for the championship this year, and why?
Man, both of them do. But if you had to just choose one, I would say Martin. Just with the successes that they've had at mile and a halves, even though Harvick's been just as good at mile and a halves. Harvick's won at Kansas. He's won at Homestead before. Texas, he beat out Martin last year, and that was a turning point where everybody was like, wow, the 4 is going to have something for us at Homestead, and he certainly did. I think he finished third. I mean, we're all right there, right? So, but overall, man, the 78 is just is so strong, and they certainly know how to turn up the wick when it matters most.
I kind of feel the same way. I didn't feel that way just even a couple weeks ago. And I talked to Martin throughout the year, and he felt like the rule changes in the offseason had set them back quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And they lost a little bit of the speed and advantage they had last year, but it seems like, and I know that they were strong, really strong in Kentucky the year before, but it seems like they gained a lot of that speed back.
So I think you've seen the 78's dominance of last year toned back. They're third, they're fourth, they're fifth, they're still competitive, they're still right there, but they're not 9 seconds out front. So I think the field has been closed up and the field has been brought closer together, but they still have that little bit of edge when they need it, that they can be out front. And I thought actually during the first stage of the race, first stage, second stage, one of the stages, that I was right on the 78, I think it was after green flag stops, and I thought I had a moment to get past him, and I was like, man, if I can get past him, I think I can hold him off. And I just couldn't quite get it done, and then he kind of drove away, but he only drove away to about a second and a half, and then Blaney was right on me, so like the whole field was tighter than what it was a year ago.
Yeah, I mean, Larson passed him at one point in the race, so he wasn't just unbeatable. Mm-hmm. But it seems like that they're starting to gain some of that speed back. What do you? I
got to go back to Denver and shut that stuff down.
What do you think has closed the field up? Like, in your opinion, the field's a little tighter this year. What do you think some of the things that's made that happen?
I think it's some of the rule changes. I think it's some of the splitter, the flat splitter. I think that's kind of created a little bit more parity, I guess you'd say. A lot of guys are still trying to figure out height and variance and in nose heights and things like that, and what to do with all of that. I also think the OSS. I mean, obviously, with going through an optical scanning station every single time it gets repeated, and they can see on a 3D rendering what's been changed time and time after, that the naked eye, the general inspectors, they couldn't see that beforehand. So it certainly has lended itself to tighter inspection, in my opinion.
Cool. Wow, we got such a nerdy answer just that, like, we went from like, oh, this is great.
Way much.
Well, statistically, that was interesting.
Yeah, I know. We got much more here to come on this Wednesday with Dale Jr. Kyle Busch is here. This is unbelievable. We're